Information Nation about to strike the family farm. Now the government wants to regulate kids helping out on their parents' land. Our next guest confronted Labor Secretary Hilda Solis yesterday on Capitol Hill about this proposal.
The fact that you would suggest rules that relate to whether a farmer's own child at age 15 can work on their own farm suggests that input is needed, that this is a major change in the way that we live our lives.
While I don't have a problem with children working on their parents' or relatives' farms, that is a question that we're going to be seeking comment on.
Really?
But why? Kansas Senator Jerry Moran joins us right now from Washington, D.C. Senator, we were talking in the break. I was driving the neighbor's hay baler at age 13 in Kansas. Legally, I might point out, they do have an ag permit. They're talking about this administration about changing almost everything regarding family life for farmers.
Well, people need to understand that in most instances, agriculture in this country is a family operation. It's moms and dads, grandparents, brothers and sisters, and it takes the whole family to have a successful farm. And we need another generation of young people who want to grow up and be farmers and ranchers. Who would have ever thought in this country we would have the Department of Labor, this administration, saying that we need to regulate the relationship between moms and dads and their kids working on their own family business. This is one of those things that you would never expect in this country called the United States of America.
I like the way they put the regulations out and then are seeking input. Here's an example of what's out there now. Number one, restrict kids from working on a farm or a ranch, restrict kids from learning essential skills through the 4-H FFA club, and restrict tasks like rounding up cattle and operating tractors and other tasks like cleaning and using battery-operated tools.
It's a crazy set of rules, and you're right, they're looking for comment now, and of course that was their answer. We'll see what the public has to say, but the idea they would start with this crazy stuff suggests that they have no understanding that who more than a mom or dad cares about their own kids working on their own family's farm or working for a neighboring farmer. Again, this is a way of life that we can't afford to lose. This would fundamentally alter the way we operate, but in a bigger sense, it's like if the federal government can do this, what really is off limits? If they can regulate that relationship between moms and dads and kids, what left is it that you could say, well, government can't get involved in? And so this is broad and overreaching, and the craziness, including they're seeking comment on whether or not there ought to be regulations about a kid working on a farm when the weather, the temperature is either too high or too low, or the humidity is too high. Those are things that just show that this administration, this department, is totally out of touch with the reality of life in America.
Yeah, okay, moms and dads, you can have your kids work out in the fields, but they got to carry a parasol because they don't want them getting too much sun exposure. This is really shocking. We're hoping that you can keep us posted on what's going on regarding this. Senator Jerry Moran, Republican from Kansas, thank you very much for bringing this to our attention, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right, coming up.